Hi everybody, hope you're all well and welcome back to another Qi Gong class at the virtual village hall. So what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on rooting. Rooting is the core of Qi Gong. We can do rooting when we're sitting down or we can do rooting when we're standing up. Now basically what I mean by rooting is we're going to focus on connection between earth, the ground, and our feet. The main area I want to focus on today is imagine that our breath is being travelling up from the ground, up through the body and through the rest of our body. But the area we want to focus on, if I just lean here and just show you this, is at the back of the ball of the foot here, just at this part here, is called kidney 1. Now kidney 1 is one of the main focuses that helps us root to the earth. When we connect with our crown, we're connecting with the universe. So it's almost a universal connection straight through the body. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. And the best way of doing that is by using the breath. So we're going to do a few different movements from various styles of Qigong, mainly Shibashi. And then what we're going to finish on is one that we've been doing over the last few weeks, is the return of the Sinjuns, which would help us to focus the whole body down. So as with any of our classes, we will warm up. We'll loosen the body up a little bit. If you're sitting, great, still do the same thing. I'll try and alter what I'm doing because I'm doing it from a standing position today. So the first thing we're going to do to start with, using the fingertips, we're just going to tap the top of the head and mainly focus our minds and the fingers and the tapping around the crown as we come around the body. And all we're doing with this is we're waking up acupoint areas. Now the acupoint areas connect the meridian system all around the body. There is 12 main meridians with 2 exceptionals. The 3 run up each side of the arm, so both arms make 6, and then we go from the legs right up to the body area and through the body, which makes us another 6, and then the extra 2 run up the front and run up the back. Okay. If there is any questions, please comment them below and I will get to them once I finish the class and I'll answer anything, or alternatively drop me an email on our Facebook page or via our website. The other area I want to concentrate now is I want to move the hands down now to the back of the head, just down to the drum of the neck, and just slightly tap in this part here. Okay. Now if we can do this, when we're doing this one, imagine your feet on the ground and keep your feet flat on the ground. Okay, we don't walk around when we're doing it. I'm walking around just to show you where I'm going to be focusing my tapping. Then once we relax there, we're nice and relaxed. I want you to relax in the shoulders as much as you possibly can, but with each breath relax them further. I want you to breathe in as we roll the head back. I want you to breathe out as we start to be bringing the head back down to the front again. Nice and gently as we do this, relaxing the shoulders with each breath, relaxing the arms, and relaxing the fingertips. And we're going to go the opposite direction, just doing the same thing. And try and imagine now that you're actually, instead of breathing in through your mouth or breathing in through your nose, you're actually breathing in from the ball of that foot, the back of the ball of the foot, as we talked about earlier on. So we're breathing in through it, up through the body, into the belly, and then back out, down through the body again. Okay? Okay, from this position I just want to look over my shoulder, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. This movement here is also an excellent movement if you're feeling a little bit tense, like a headache or something that's coming along. What it does, it opens the gallbladder meridian, which just allows the any blockages to free itself up, along with other movements of Qi Gong. And I'm just going to move the head down to the side again, opening this side of the neck. Just relaxing as we're breathing in and we're breathing out. Okay, excellent. Now placing your elbow into the palm of your hand and just using it as a support. Loose fist, I just want you to slightly tap the tops of the shoulders, lifting the arm up just to try and catch the back a little bit as you do it. We're just going to wake this part of the arms up, nice and gently, nothing hard. Okay, and then we're just going to go this side. And then we're going to take a backward step because we're actually going to wake parts of the face up as well on this one, so we can get a better root today. Okay, we're going to go backwards. I'm just going to take my glasses off for this section. I want to do the tops of my eyebrows, so what I'm going to do is just using the thumb and the index finger, just slightly press across the eyes, not pinching, just slightly pressing. Do this about 3, maybe 4 times. Slightly pressing, and we're hitting a number of different acupoint areas, from the stomach, gallbladder, etc. There's various ones, so that's why we're just pinching across. I don't want to remember every single one of them. And then we're going to go from the underside, just the underside of the eye here, this part here. And we're just going to again just lightly press as we do it. Superb. Okay, and then at the side of the eye, this point here, just give it a light press. Don't rotate it, just press it in nice and gentle. And then just slightly underneath it, you might find another little divot, a little hole in the side, and then just press that. So we've gone from gallbladder to triple heater. Okay, now the triple heater is like the body's thermometer. It regulates our temperature. And there's several of them up and down the body, so we're even talking about it quite a bit in different parts of the body as well. Okay, now we're going to do the cheekbone. Again, just doing a little bit of a tweak, just as we wake this whole area up. Okay, now we're going to do something slightly different. Just underneath the nose here, I just want you to breathe in by pressing in and breathe out. And relax the pressure, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then just underneath the lip, between the chin and the lip, just giving that a press in again and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, that's excellent. And then we're going to do the jawline as we come round. Now a lot of these acupoint areas are also used in other therapy treatments, such as EFT, emotional freedom, or TFT, which is thought field process therapy, thought field therapy, which is just helping us to relieve anxiety and stress, amongst other things. They're actually very good treatments, along with the Qi Gong. So we're just going to focus now down the arms as we do this. Again, wake me up. We're just going to do this just a few times because my body's starting to wake up again as we're coming down, and we can go on with some breathing movements and focus on our routine again a little bit today. Okay, so once we've done the arms, I'm going to put my glasses on, we're going to do our chest area. And we're just going to focus down the centre of the body and work our way out. Looking fantastic. And then move from the top of the legs, the quads, we're just going to do the inside of the legs and then flip the back. If you want, you can either do it with a loose fist or you can do it with the flats of the hand. It's entirely up to you. Okay, brilliant. And then we're just going to rotate the backs of our necks. And once we're doing this, as I said before, we're activating acupoint. We're also activating the joints a little bit, which helps relieve the energy that's flowing through the body and helps with them blockages. Okay, so from this part here, what I'm going to do is very quickly, I'm going to move from one side to the other. I want to root on one side, so we're going back to this rooting movement now. So I'm rooting on this side by putting the pressure on. I'm going to move slightly back so you can see my feet. My feet are forward, but when I come to this side, I want to use my imagination. I want to imagine everything is going through this leg, it's solid. So when I move across, this leg becomes really light. And when I move back over to this side, I'm moving everything across to the other side. I'm using my mind to transfer the weight as I allow my body to hit the side of my body. It's not hard, very light. Really hitting the gates of vitality. Just loosening the body up. Okay, so what we're going to do then. First thing we're going to do today is we're going to do one called playing with waves. Okay, playing with waves is very simple. It's from a new stance, one we haven't covered. I don't think we've covered it, but we may have done. It's bow stance. So I'm going to step forward, not too far. I don't want to overstep where I'm going. So I don't want to be stepping miles in front of myself. I just want it as if I'm making a normal step. Okay, I apologise for the sirens. I'm quite close to the hospital today. So from this part here, foot forward, and I want the back leg just to slightly off to a 45-degree angle, so I'm comfortable where I'm standing. Okay, as if I'm making a step forward. All right. So from here, what I want to do now is I want to get the arms. We're going to start with our arms in the usual place. We normally start down here. We're going to start with our arms here. We're going to put all the weight on the back leg. So forget the arms for a minute, sorry. We'll just go back. We're going to leave the weight on our back leg. Okay. Then we're going to move the weight forward onto the front leg. And you'll notice your heel slightly raising off the back. That's fine. And maybe your ball of foot raise off the front. And what we're doing there is we're connecting and disconnecting kidney 1. So when I'm moving forward, I'm breathing in, moving back, I'm sinking through that root there, and then I'm moving forward again. So the arms are going to work into conjunction with this now, so we're going to move forward, and we're going to let the arms move forward as if we're pushing the waves away from us, rooting down onto the front leg, relaxing the arms and the hands as we move backwards, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. This is actually one of my favourite movements if I'm actually near water, near the sea. I'm just standing on a beach or standing near the water and just following the waves with the movement and having that as my focus is the actual waves themselves and trying to do it in time with the waves if it's not too rush. Just allowing the body to feel that energy coming through. So we're bringing in from kidney 1, breathing up through the foot as I said before, and breathing out, down through it as we start to move backwards and forwards. Nice and gently. Don't rush it. Just imagine the waves are coming in as we're breathing out, as if we're trying to push them back out into the sea again. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just focusing the mind on the breath, breathing in through that kidney 1 and breathing out to allow it to breathe back again. Okay, because we've done this one in bow stance, we need to now transfer it over to the opposite leg because we need to do it on both sides when we move into bow stance, okay? So changing the legs 45 degrees, bringing the arms forward and just relaxing. So pushing the waist forward, outwards and breathing in as we drop the weight onto the back leg. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Just imagine if you're not outside, I know there's plenty of rain over the last few days, but imagine the water is rushing up the beach and you are sort of helping it. Remember, we're working kidney 1, which is our root. Kidney 1 is the water element of the body. Remember, the elbows are the heaviest part when we're doing these movements. So I'll just slightly move, I'll keep moving just so you can see from different angles. The elbows are heavy, they're not up here, I'm not tensing my shoulders up as I'm doing it. It's nice and relaxed. Beautiful. Okay, so let's move on to another movement from bow stance. So I'm going to bring the arms forward. Again, my back foot is at 45 degrees. Okay. We're going to bring the arms into the chest, almost to the shoulders, but notice my elbows are heavy. And I'm going to open them. Now all my weight is on my back leg. If you're on a chair, just lean to the one side slightly, okay? Not too far, just enough. So we're breathing in, and as we come forward, we breathe out. We breathe in, bringing the good energy back into the body, from the kidney. Breathing out, down through the legs again, taking the weight forward, and bringing it back again. So I'm going to move stance again. So breathing in, what's it gathering? It's called the wings of a dove, because this is the way, if you notice how a dove flies, the wings come back into the body, back into the heart chakra. As we open, and as we close. What we'd like to do, once you've been practicing this for a little while and you've got used to it, is have a listen to how your feet are feeling to the ground. Are they feeling heavy or light? Are you feeling connected or disconnected? And as we're going to change stance now, and it'd be interesting to hear from you guys with regards to how they are feeling. I'm going to move back again slightly, because it does make a big difference to your Qi Gong and how they're feeling. So I'm not going to give you the answer straight away. I'm going to let you contact me, whether private message if you want to, or on the comments below of how he's feeling, and then I'll give you the answer that how it should feel, and we may need to make an adjustment if the feeling isn't correct. Okay? There's no right or wrong way of doing Qi Gong. There's just a way of changing it so it feels better. We're just breathing in, let's move forward, and we're breathing out as we move back. So you notice these aren't really heavy movements, just nice and gentle movements moving backwards and forwards. And enjoying what you're feeling. Okay, right, brilliant, thank you. So practice them too, and we'll go through them again at a later date. What I want to do now is, we've got about 5-10 minutes left, so I want to now go back to the 5 elements movements we've been doing over the last few weeks, which is the return of the Sinjuns. Remember, the 5 elements represent certain parts of the body. So the first one we'll do is water, which is the kidney, by drawing up. Moving it into fire, which is heart. Then we move it into metal, lung. Then we bring it back into earth, which is spleen. bringing the arms up, moving the elbows slightly backwards. We take it into a wood, which represents the liver. They're the main yin ones. There is also yang ones. So, for example, the liver one's got the gallbladder. So they're all connections. Okay, so it's connecting different parts of the body. So I'll talk through the first few just to make sure everybody's happy. So I'll go through the movements to start with, maybe a couple. Then I'll go through the breathing, so we can get the breathing right. Don't worry with the breathing if you are getting to a point and going, it's not in what he's saying. Don't worry about it. If you take 2 to 3 breaths to do a movement, that's fine. Slowly and slowly, that will build up to regulate it, and it'll start to cut down as you practice more. Okay? So I've talked through the first 2. I'll talk through the breathing, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go quiet on you for a little while, which is probably unusual for one of these classes because I am talking to a screen. I'm going to go quiet. I'm just going to practice the movement with you. And again, I'd love to hear what your feelings were at the end of it. So please, again, just drop me a quick line. Let me know how you're feeling once we've finished, and we'll bring the class to an end. Okay? So we'll go back to our old favourite, our very favourite move stance, which is Fuji Stance. Feet forward, relaxing the base of the feet, breathing into them, relaxing the knees, relaxing the quad, the centre part of the core body by just relaxing the belly. And when we open the shoulders out and make a concave, I want to lift my head high. So I'm lifting the crown or the shin. Okay, once I'm relaxed, I'm okay. If I'm starting to lean backwards and forwards, I just need to adjust with my knees until I'm steady and rooted. One of the things I would like you to do after we go quiet is listen to the root, listen to your breathing through the legs and around the legs, and feel how the bottom part of your body is against the top part of the body. Okay, a lot to ask. Choose one of them if you want to. Choose a couple of them. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to allow the body to the arms just to float up as if the wind's caught them at the back, not forcing them up, just allowing them to float up on one inward breath. Allowing the elbows to be heavy, we're going to turn the hands up, open the palms. Breathing out, I'm going to breathe out. Relaxing the hands, I don't want my hands tense. Then I'm going to turn the hands over, still on the outward breath. And I'm going to open the web of the palm. And I'm just going to breathe in as I open the arms out. And I'm going to circle the hands so they're facing down on the ground. Bringing them back into the diamond shape in the middle of the body, roughly around the heart level. Once I've got that diamond shape with my hands, I relax as I bring it down to the centre. This is still on the outward breath. Relaxing, reopen on the inward breath. Elbows are heavy, turning the hands out, pushing the elbows back slightly, and breathing out. So allow the arms to just float down on the outward breath. Okay. Slowly lifting the arms up, floating the arms, opening the palms. Breathe in. Relaxing, breathing out. Breathing in on this movement. Breathing out as we bring the arms back to the centre. Continue breathing out as we lower down through the diamond. Bring the arms above the head. And breathing out as we push down. I'm going to be quiet now. The only thing I want you guys to do is focus on your breath, focus on the movement, and remember to breathe in through that kidney 1, the ball of the foot, back of the ball of the foot, and breathe out through the same point. Don't be in a rush to start the next one. Just breathe in between. Just move from one to the other. I'm going to do a couple more of these. I'm just going to rest with the hands on the belly. Just one more. Just allowing it to settle. Staying seated or in your Fuji Stance. Just place your hands now at the base of your belly, just underneath your belly button. And breathe in to the belly, breathing out. Taking that breath in through the feet, and breathing out through the same area. Just register now how your feet may be feeling against the floor, how your head may be feeling, how calm or unsettled your body is. Just taking notes. Okay, alright. Well, thank you very much. So the focus, if you go back to watch the video it'll go up live after this broadcast, is focusing on that kidney one, is to focus the energy up and down through that. Once we start feeling the energy of Qi moving up and down the kidney one, we'll start moving it into other areas of the body. So maybe at the moment you're actually maybe feeling something in the palm of your hands, or your hands may be a slightly different heat. That's Qi energy moving around the body. So if you've been doing it for a few weeks now and you're practicing in between, excellent. Okay, we're starting to feel energy moving around the body and helping us. Okay. So as I said before, and I've been saying all the way through, and I feel as though I'm going to stop record today. Please, if there's any questions at all, message me, put a comment on, send me a private message. Let me know how you're feeling after you've done your Qi Gong. If there's something that's unsettling you a little bit, maybe it's the Fuji Stance, maybe it's some of the bow stance we've done today, let me know, and then we can look at how we can correct it for you. And change the movements a little bit so it's more comfortable for you, okay? If you're sitting down and you still had a few issues with regards to movement and where your feet should be, again, drop me a line and I'll answer them best I can, okay? Guys, thank you very much. Fully appreciate your attention and joining me for the last half hour or so, just slightly over half hour. I've gone over again. Please, I will catch up with you in a few weeks' time, but I'd love to hear from you in the meantime. All right, thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Bye now. Bye.